Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to do your card for the day. A little bit late, so I'm sorry about that. I'm just here to pop down this card for the day from the Faulkner Tarot, and then we'll pull out a card from the Law of Attraction deck and see what we've got going on there. Let's have a little look and see what there is to see. Okay, a card for today is quite an interesting one, really. It's the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is really quite interesting because I think yesterday we had the Emperor, either yesterday or the day before. So these are quite similar cards. The King of Wands is traditionally like a fire sign gentleman. So the Emperor would have been the card that represents Aries. So an Aries is one of these King of Wands as well. So it could be that you're looking at having this kind of Aries, fiery energy still around. Okay, so in terms of a daily card, when we're not looking at this being a person, this is an energy card. So it's a really strong, getting things done, being dynamic. Again, very similar to the Emperor that we had. And we've got a lot of kind of fiery energy in these cards. They are very direct, they're very action-packed, they're getting things done, they're working hard. It's a really positive energy, okay? It's different to energies where we're working really hard and we're not getting anything done. These are cards of getting things done. These are achievement cards. So they're good cards to have as a card today because it means that your hard work is rewarded. You're putting in the work, you're getting things done, you're making things happen. So it's action. We've got action-packed energy going on at the moment. So we're kind of moving at the moment towards Halloween. That's going to be on Monday. So feels like loads going on, and there probably is if you've got kids. You know, you've probably got loads of things going on, getting costumes ready and all that fun stuff that has to go on for days like that. I'm probably trying to pack in loads of work so you can spend a little bit of time not doing that when you've got to, you know, get off to your parties and do your apple bobbing and all the rest of it. So these cards that we've had here are very much cards of getting stuff done, and I almost feel like there's a need to be getting stuff done in a preparation for a bit of a time of not doing quite so much, or kind of spending more time on fun things rather than work things. So you might find that you're trying to pack quite a lot of stuff in to the week so that you can have a bit of spare time at the weekend. I kind of feel like that's appropriate for me. I'm certainly finding that I'm doing that at the moment. And it feels like it's a general energy to me of getting a load of things packed into this week so that you can have a weekend where you can be having some fun or enjoying yourself and kind of focusing on other things than work. So King of Wands is saying busy, 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 but productive, very productive time. I'm just going to pop down a Law of Attraction card as well to go with this. Let's have a little look and see what the Law of Attraction cards have got to say. As I've mentioned before, I have to split this deck because they have a front and a back, so you can't really not look at the front and the back. So I've got this one for us today, which is exactly the same cards we had yesterday, funnily enough, and they've been really, really thoroughly shuffled. So this is a message that came through yesterday with the Emperor, and it's coming through with this King of Wands. So it's a really similar energy for today as we had yesterday with that whole Emperor and this same card. I can create my world as I choose. It's about getting things done and making things happen. So the Law of Attraction, as you know, I talk about it quite a lot. It is all about you creating what you want by being in the energy of what you want right now. So rather than kind of thinking, I want a life to be like X, Y, and Z, that's fine, because once you've thought, that kind of goes into what they talk about as a vortex. You just then have to get in line with how to receive that. Now, I won't go too much into that whole Law of Attraction theory with you right now. But I will put a link up to Esther and Jerry Hicks' channel on YouTube when I post this up to YouTube, so you can have a look at it. She speaks about it in a wonderful way, and I kind of work with it a lot, but she expresses it sort of straight from the horse's mouth. So do have a look at her stuff. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. These are her cards, and what this card actually says is to create the world around you that you choose, while you allow the world as others choose it to be to exist also. But while their choices in no way hinder your choices, your attention to their choices does affect your vibration and therefore your point of attraction. So what it's basically saying is that the world around us and all the other people around us are all kind of having their own little experience. If you are paying too much attention to other people's experiences and not to what you want to create, then you start to create stuff that really isn't of your own making. So don't pay attention too much to what other people think, what other people say, what other people do, what other people are creating. That's other people's game, you know, it's not yours. So pay attention to what you would like to create in your life, and pay attention to the energy that you have on a daily basis. So if your energy is very low and very easy to get into that way of being, especially if you're kind of watching the news and stuff like that and buying into all that stuff that they keep feeding us, it can really kind of change the way that you are sort of manifesting things for yourself if you're down on that low vibration. So I would say, you know, don't pay too much attention to that. I'm not saying be ignorant, but I'm saying don't give it your energy. The more attention you pay to it, the more energy you give it, the more of that sort of energy you start creating and drawing into your own life. And we don't really want to do that. What we want to do is draw in the stuff that we want, and that's what this means. I can create my world as I choose. This is not to do with anybody else. Okay, so really nice positive cards, very energetic, very active, very direct. Things are happening, things are getting done. Kind of feeling like the weekend will be a little bit slower, so I'll have a look at some cards for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have an opportunity to do a card for tomorrow, but I will do my best to get one done. If I do get it done, it'll be earlier in the day than this, so hopefully I'll be able to do that before I have to go off and do other things. I'm going to try and use a couple of my Gothic decks over the weekend to be in honour of a bit of Halloween. So that might be quite interesting, quite nice to use something a little bit different, and we'll see what we get as a result of that. I'll leave that all with you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye for now.